Okay, this is a scarf joint I'd done on a guitar and I didn't like it. I didn't do it right at the end of the day, so I'm going to do my best to patch it up. I got the angle wrong. The peg nearest the fretboard, the tuning peg nearest the fretboard, was way too high. So I've had to alter the angle completely, which means patching up rather than throwing it away. Starting again, I'll see what I can do to patch it up and make it usable. As I say, it's for myself, but again it's a learning curve, so I'm going to drop a piece of wood into here now, then plane this, sand this all into one. Okay, it's a couple of different shades of wood, but if it makes a repair and it makes it usable, I'm happy. Okay, there's a piece of wood. I'm going to cut that, I'm going to fit in, that fits in nicely. I'm going to glue that in, and then when it's glued, the glue's dry, I'm going to peg it. You can see there's a little peg in that piece of wood there, and it goes right through, and there again you can see there's 3 pegs in the wood that I've drilled into the wood to help when I've attached the plywood at the bottom. I've drilled right through into the right through the wood and put pegs in just to give it some more secure hold, and I shall do the same with that when that's dry. So that now is going to be glued into place, left overnight, and then I shall drill through with pegs right the way through to support it even more, hopefully. Okay, there she is, clamped into place. I'll just leave that now. Hopefully it's going to work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll do something else. There's a multitude of ways you can salvage it. It's just got to have a bit of an imagination. But I'm sure regardless of what happens to this, I'll be able to do something. It's a nice neck. It's a nice piece of wood, it's a nice neck. I've got the frets on it, beautiful. And when I come to put my pegs in, the first peg was sitting way too high. So I had another alternative I had was actually to make it very old-fashioned and put the tapered wooden tuning pegs in like they used to use in the old days, and just tap it into the hole from the top. So all's not lost, you know. You can do that. A couple of tapered pegs with a string running through, then passed in and put under tension that way. There's all sorts of ways round it if you're prepared to experiment and not just give up the ghost, but we'll see what happens. Okay, here's the scarf neck again. It's sufficiently dry now. What I'm actually going to do now, I'm going to put 2 pegs through here because the veneer is quite thin there, and also I want to give it some extra support to the wood underneath. So I'm going to drill right through here and tap 2 pegs in with glue to hold it, and I shall do the same on the block. Okay, those 2 have gone right the way through because I want this particular end to be go right the way through to hold them. So make sure they fit, or they will fit when they get. They probably don't even need any glue actually, them 2, by the feel of that. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 right the way through this block there, and I'm going to put 2, 1 there. There's already 1 there in the wood. I'm going to put 1 approximately there and 1 approximately there, and hopefully they don't go right the way through. If they do, they do, but it doesn't really matter on these particular ones. These are just to hold this fix together. In fact, I might as well put them all the way through. It's not going to matter, is it? So they go there, and I'm going to want to going round about there.